Welcome to the incredible, mysterious, and often perilous world of snakes. Here, beneath the tangled roots of ancient forests, across the sun-baked sands of endless deserts, and within the shadowy undergrowth of lush jungles, snakes reign as some of nature's most remarkable survivors. These extraordinary reptiles are among the most efficient and adaptable hunters on Earth. Their existence is a testament to millions of years of evolution, shaping them into silent, patient, and deadly predators. With over 3,000 species slithering across every continent except Antarctica, snakes have conquered nearly every ecosystem imaginable. From the smallest thread snake, barely the length of a pencil, to the massive reticulated python stretching over 20 feet, their diversity is astonishing. Some are built for blinding speed, darting across the sand or through the grass in pursuit of nimble prey. Others possess immense power, coiling their muscular bodies around victims with crushing force. Many wield a potent arsenal of venom, a chemical weapon that can paralyze or kill in moments. Every snake is a cold-blooded assassin, perfectly engineered by nature to locate, stalk, and subdue its quarry. Their senses are finely tuned, their bodies streamlined for stealth and efficiency. From the dense, humid jungles where sunlight barely pierces the canopy, to the vast, arid deserts where temperatures soar, snakes have adapted to thrive in almost every environment. In wetlands, grasslands, rocky hillsides, and even high up in the trees, they are true masters of their domain. Stealth is their greatest ally. With bodies built for silence, they glide effortlessly through leaf litter, over rocks and along branches, often unseen by both prey and predator alike. Their patience is legendary. They can wait motionless for hours, even days, for the perfect moment to strike. Snakes are equipped with a formidable array of tools. Their fangs, some long and hollow, others short and fixed, deliver venom with surgical precision. Their forked tongues flick constantly, sampling the air for the faintest trace of prey. Imagine a world where you can taste the very essence of your surroundings. With each flick of its tongue, a snake gathers invisible scent particles, reading the air like a living map. The tongue draws these particles back into the mouth, where a specialized organ, the Jacobson's organ, deciphers the chemical signals. This gives the snake a three-dimensional scent map, revealing the hidden paths of prey and the presence of rivals or threats. With this supersense, a snake can follow the faintest trail left by a mouse scurrying through the grass or a lizard darting beneath the leaves. Even in total darkness, the world is alive with information. It's as if they possess a sixth sense, guiding them unerringly toward their next meal, no matter how well it hides. This remarkable ability is just one of many that make snakes such formidable hunters. Their strikes are lightning fast, their aim unerring, and their grip inescapable. But the world of snakes is not only about hunting. Danger lurks everywhere, and survival often means avoiding becoming prey themselves. Their skin is a living cloak, covered in patterns and colors that blend seamlessly with their surroundings. Some mimic fallen leaves, others the dappled sunlight on the forest floor, and some even resemble the rocks and sand of their home. A green tree python can vanish among the emerald leaves, its coils indistinguishable from the vines. A desert viper, with scales the color of sand, becomes a ghost, invisible to both predator and prey. This mastery of camouflage is essential. It allows snakes to hide in plain sight, waiting for the perfect moment to ambush or to escape the searching eyes of hungry hunters. Whether lying in wait for an unsuspecting victim or evading a larger predator, their ability to disappear is a matter of life and death. In the wild, every day is a game of hide-and-seek, and snakes are among the most skilled players. Their survival depends on it. Across the ages, snakes have become symbols of power, transformation, and mystery in the natural world. Their presence is felt in the silent glide through the grass, the sudden flash of scales in the sunlight, the quiet patience of a hunter waiting for nightfall. One of the most fascinating sights in the snake's world is the shedding of its skin. As a snake grows, it outgrows its old skin, slipping free to reveal a fresh, gleaming layer beneath. This cycle of renewal is a powerful adaptation, allowing the snake to heal wounds, remove parasites, and continue its journey through life with renewed strength. Yet beneath the surface beauty and mystery, the world of snakes is a place of constant struggle. Every day is a battle for survival, where only the most cunning, the strongest, and the swiftest endure. It is a world where predator and prey are locked in an endless dance, each adapting, each evolving in a relentless contest for life. In the chapters ahead, we will journey deeper into this untamed realm, witnessing the epic confrontations and breathtaking strategies that define the lives of snakes. Prepare to be amazed by the resilience, ingenuity, and raw power of these cold-blooded champions as we explore the hidden wonders of the snake's world. Deep within the sun-baked forests and rugged savannas of southern Africa, a shadow glides silently over the earth, an apex predator whose very presence shapes the world around it. This is the black mamba, a master of speed and stealth and the undisputed champion among Africa's fastest snake hunters. But the black mamba is not alone in this realm. Across the continent, a select group of serpents have evolved to become the ultimate hunters, each with their own unique adaptations, strategies, and survival stories. The black mamba, in particular, is a creature of caution and calculation, always alert to the slightest tremor in its environment. Its senses are finely tuned, detecting the faintest vibrations and subtle shifts in the air. Every movement in the grass, every flutter of a bird's wing is registered and analyzed in an instant. With astonishing bursts of speed, the black mamba can surge forward at over 20 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest snake on the planet. This velocity is not just for escape, it is a vital tool in the hunt. The mamba's hunting technique is a blend of patience and explosive action. It will often lie motionless, hidden beneath a tangle of dry grass or nestled among rocks, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In the open grasslands, this speed allows the mamba to close the distance between itself and its prey in the blink of an eye, outpacing nearly any animal it targets. The element of surprise is its greatest weapon. Prey rarely has time to react before the mamba is upon them. Its elongated, muscular body, sometimes stretching up to 3 meters, acts like a coiled spring, propelling it forward with explosive energy. This form is perfectly adapted for both rapid pursuit and sudden retreats. The mamba's body is built for efficiency, with smooth, overlapping scales that reduce friction and allow it to glide effortlessly over rough terrain. The black mamba's skin, a subtle blend of brownish-grey, offers flawless camouflage among the dry grasses and scattered stones. This natural disguise allows it to stalk prey undetected, lying in wait or gliding silently through the undergrowth. In the dappled light of the savannah, the mamba becomes nearly invisible, a ghostly presence that only reveals itself in the final fatal moment. Its name comes not from its scales, but from the inky black interior of its mouth. A warning signal flashed in moments of danger. This display is a universal language in the animal kingdom, a stark message to any would-be predator or rival. When threatened, the mamba rears up, mouth agape, displaying this dark void as a clear deterrent. The display is often enough to send rivals and predators fleeing, for the mamba's reputation is well known among the creatures of the savannah. The black mamba's nervous system is a marvel of evolution, allowing it to react to the faintest movement with lightning speed. Every muscle is primed for action, every sense on high alert. This hypersensitivity is not just for hunting, it is a vital survival strategy in a world where danger can come from any direction. This hypersensitivity makes the mamba unpredictable, a creature that can shift from stillness to explosive motion in an instant. It is both hunter and hunted, and its survival depends on its ability to read the environment and react without hesitation. Even as hatchlings, black mambas are born hunters. Less than a meter long, they emerge into the world with venom as potent as any adult, ready to fend for themselves from the very first day. Their early days are fraught with danger, as they must avoid predators while learning to hunt with precision. Instinct guides them to food, often leading them to bird nests high in the trees, where they climb with surprising agility to snatch fledglings and eggs. This arboreal hunting is a testament to their adaptability, as they exploit every opportunity the environment offers. The black mamba's fangs are slender and needle-sharp, delivering a venom that is among the most potent in the animal kingdom. The venom is a complex cocktail of neurotoxins designed to immobilize prey with devastating efficiency. This venom is a powerful neurotoxin designed to swiftly immobilize prey by shutting down the nervous system. The mamba's strike is surgical, targeting vital areas to ensure a quick and decisive end. A single strike is all it takes. The mamba injects its venom, then withdraws, waiting as the toxin takes effect within moments. This strategy minimizes risk, allowing the snake to avoid injury from struggling prey. For small mammals and birds, the end comes quickly. The mamba's efficiency as a hunter is unmatched, ensuring its survival in a land of fierce competition. Other snakes, such as the boom slang and the twig snake, have developed their own specialized hunting techniques, but none match the mamba's combination of speed and power. Precision is key. The mamba strikes with surgical accuracy, then slips away, allowing its prey to succumb before returning to feed. This method reduces the risk of injury and conserves energy for the next hunt. This combination of speed, stealth, and venom makes the black mamba a formidable force in the African bush, feared by all who share its domain. Other fast-moving snakes, like the African rock python, rely on ambush and constriction, but the mamba's active hunting style sets it apart. Life for the black mamba is a relentless quest for survival. Each day is spent in pursuit of food, every sense attuned to the rhythms of the wild. The mamba's territory is vast, and it must constantly patrol its domain, searching for the next opportunity. Using its forked tongue, the mamba samples the air, tracking the scent trails of potential prey with remarkable precision. This chemosensory ability allows it to locate hidden animals, even those concealed beneath the earth or within dense vegetation. It stalks through the grass, patient and focused, ready to unleash its speed at the perfect moment. The hunt is a dance of patience and power, a test of timing and instinct honed over millions of years. Unlike many snakes that lie in ambush, the black mamba is an active hunter, seeking out its quarry with determination and skill. It will travel great distances in search of food, navigating the ever-changing landscape with ease. Its reputation as a swift and deadly predator ensures that most creatures of the savannah keep their distance, instinctively wary of its presence. Birds take flight, small mammals freeze or flee, and even other snakes avoid crossing its path. The black mamba is the ultimate sprinter of the serpent world, a sleek, powerful hunter whose mastery of speed, stealth, and venom secures its place at the very top of Africa's food chain. In the endless struggle for survival, it is the embodiment of evolutionary perfection, a living legend among Africa's fastest and most formidable snake hunters. Deep within the lush, shadowed canopies of Southeast Asia and India, a silent sovereign glides with unmatched grace through the tangled undergrowth. Here, in the heart of the rainforest, a presence moves with purpose and poise, its every motion a testament to ancient lineage and natural supremacy. The king cobra, a living legend among serpents, is revered not for mere size, but for the aura of command it exudes. Every creature that shares its domain, from the smallest lizard to the most elusive mammal, senses the weight of its authority. As the longest venomous snake on Earth, the king cobra can reach an astonishing 5.5 meters, its sinuous body weaving through the forest floor like a living river. This immense length, coupled with a muscular build, allows it to traverse dense foliage and tangled roots with effortless power. Its sheer size alone is enough to command attention. But it is the king cobra's regal bearing, its upright posture, its deliberate movements, that truly set it apart in the wild. The title of king is not a hollow honorific. It is earned through dominance, adaptability, and a suite of unique traits that distinguish this serpent from all others. Unlike most of its kin, the king cobra is a specialist among predators. Its diet is almost exclusively composed of other snakes, including both non-venomous and venomous species. This singular focus elevates it to the apex of its ecological niche. Agile rat snakes, elusive kraits, and even other cobras fall prey to its relentless pursuit. No serpent is beyond its reach, and few can escape its calculated hunt. The king cobra's dominance is further underscored by its cannibalistic tendencies. In times of scarcity or competition, it will consume its own kind, reinforcing its position at the pinnacle of the food chain. Intelligence and curiosity are hallmarks of this serpent's reign. The king cobra navigates its territory with a calculated grace, ever alert to the subtlest vibrations and scents that signal the presence of prey or rival. Its primary hunting tool is not its speed or strength, but its extraordinary sense of smell. By flicking its forked tongue, it gathers invisible scent particles from the air and ground, reading the chemical signatures left by other creatures. These particles are delivered to the Jacobson's organ, a specialized sensory structure in the roof of its mouth. Here, the king cobra deciphers a vivid chemical map of its world, tracking the faintest trails with unwavering precision. When the scent of another snake lingers in the air, the king cobra follows with relentless determination, sometimes trailing its quarry for hours through the labyrinth of roots and leaves. Upon closing the distance, it strikes with astonishing speed and accuracy, its jaws locking onto the prey in a single decisive motion. The king cobra's venom is a potent neurotoxin, engineered by evolution to swiftly paralyze the nervous system and respiratory muscles of its victim. Escape is impossible. The end is both swift and certain. In the aftermath, silence returns to the forest floor. Another rival has fallen, and the king cobra's reign continues unchallenged in the dense, competitive world beneath the canopy. The king cobra's threat display is a spectacle of evolutionary artistry. When confronted, it rises high, expanding its iconic hood in a display that radiates both beauty and danger. By lifting a third of its body off the ground, it towers over many would-be challengers, its gaze unwavering, its presence undeniable. The ribs in its neck flare outward, forming the unmistakable hood, a living banner that signals both warning and supremacy. A deep resonant hiss reverberates through the undergrowth, a sound that echoes the king cobra's lethal potential. This display is enough to halt most adversaries, from nimble mongooses to rival serpents. Yet the king cobra is not reckless. It prefers intimidation over violence, reserving its precious venom for the hunt rather than for defense. This strategy is a mark of its intelligence, conserving energy and resources while maintaining its dominance in the intricate web of the ecosystem. During the breeding season, the forest becomes a stage for a remarkable ritual. Rival males encounter one another, each vying for the right to continue the royal lineage. Instead of deadly combat, the males engage in a ritualized wrestling match. Rising high, they entwine their bodies, each testing the other's strength and endurance. Their muscular forms twist and coil, striving to force the other to the ground. This contest is a display of power, but also of restraint. Rarely does it end in serious harm. Such non-lethal combat is a testament to the king cobra's complex social behaviors, a rarity among serpents whose encounters often end in violence. Victory is claimed when one male pins the other's head to the earth, a silent declaration of dominance and right to mate. The triumphant male, having proven his strength and resolve, earns the opportunity to court a nearby female, ensuring the continuation of this royal bloodline. Through these intricate displays of power, intelligence, and restraint, the king cobra stands as the undisputed ruler of its realm, a living embodiment of royalty among serpents, woven into the very fabric of the wild. Across the wildest corners of the world, where the air hangs heavy with humidity and the ground is thick with tangled roots or flooded with muddy water, There exist snakes of such immense size and power that they are the undisputed sovereigns of their domains. In the steamy jungles of Africa, the dense rainforests of Southeast Asia, and the flooded plains of South America, these silent, slithering giants move with a purpose that is both ancient and relentless. Among these titans, the African rock python is a true heavyweight, its body thick and muscular, its eyes ever watchful. But it is not alone in its reign. The reticulated python, with its intricate lattice of scales, and the green anaconda, the living embodiment of brute force, are legends in their own right. Each is a master of its realm, a symbol of raw, unyielding strength, and a living relic of a time when reptiles ruled the earth. These giants are not venomous. They have no need for toxins or fangs dripping with poison. Instead, they are pure muscle, constrictors whose immense bodies are their greatest weapons. Every coil is a testament to evolutionary perfection, designed to overpower and subdue even the most formidable prey. The sheer scale of these snakes is staggering. An adult African rock python can reach nearly 6 meters in length, its body as thick as a telephone pole, rippling with power beneath patterned scales. The reticulated python, the longest of all snakes, can exceed 7 meters, its sinuous form weaving through the undergrowth like a living rope. The green anaconda, though not the longest, is the heaviest, with some individuals tipping the scales at over 200 kilograms, its girth rivaling that of a grown man's thigh. Their immense size is not just for show, it allows them to take on prey that would be unthinkable for lesser predators: antelopes, warthogs, crocodiles, wild boar, deer, capybaras, and even caimans. In the wild, few animals are truly safe from their silent approach. The python or anaconda waits motionless as herds graze or drink, her body blending perfectly with the landscape until the moment to strike arrives. These snakes are the undisputed heavyweights of their worlds, commanding respect and fear from all creatures that share their domain. Even apex predators such as crocodiles and jaguars tread carefully where these giants roam, for a single mistake could mean a fatal encounter. As ambush predators, they are masters of patience and camouflage. The African rock python vanishes into the dappled shadows of the savannah. The reticulated python becomes one with the tangled roots and fallen leaves, and the green anaconda disappears beneath floating water plants, only its eyes and nostrils betraying its presence. Whether lying in wait near a waterhole, a well-used animal trail, or submerged in a river, these giants can remain perfectly still for hours, even days. Their patience is legendary, their stillness absolute, as they wait for the perfect moment to unleash their power. Their beautifully patterned skins, blotches of brown, olive, tan, and green, are not just for show. These intricate designs provide flawless camouflage, allowing them to blend seamlessly into the undergrowth, forest floor, or muddy riverbanks. Even the sharpest eyes can miss them until it is too late. When an unsuspecting animal wanders too close, the strike is sudden and explosive, a blur of muscle and power. The python or anaconda launches itself with astonishing speed, jaws agape, body uncoiling in a flash of predatory precision. Their mouths are lined with rows of sharp, backward-pointing teeth, perfect for gripping and holding even the most desperate prey. Once those jaws clamp down, escape is nearly impossible. With a lightning-fast motion, the snake's immense body springs into action, wrapping powerful coils around the victim. Each loop is a band of living steel, tightening with every heartbeat. With each breath the animal takes, the snake squeezes tighter, cutting off air and blood flow in a deadly embrace. The struggle is brief, the outcome inevitable. This is the art of constriction, a method as efficient as it is terrifying. The snake's power is not in crushing bones, but in applying relentless, suffocating pressure that swiftly ends the struggle. Contrary to popular belief, these giants do not crush bones. Instead, they apply a steady, unyielding pressure, suffocating their prey and ending the struggle with ruthless efficiency. The force they generate is immense, enough to stop a heartbeat in seconds. This is the true power of the giant constrictor, a force of nature honed by millions of years of evolution. The end comes quickly, and the forest or riverbank falls silent once more. The only evidence of the struggle is the stillness of the prey and the slow, deliberate movements of the victorious snake. Then begins the slow, astonishing process of swallowing prey whole. Their jaws, unhinged and flexible, stretch impossibly wide to accommodate meals larger than their own heads. Muscles ripple beneath the skin as the snake works its meal down, inch by inch. A single large meal can sustain these giants for months. After feeding, they retreat into the shadows, their bodies heavy with food, to digest in peace. During this time they are vulnerable and must rely on their camouflage and the respect they command from other predators. Among these titans, the African rock python is especially remarkable for its maternal care, a rare trait in the reptile world. After mating, the female seeks out a secluded spot, often a burrow or hollow, where she lays her eggs and coils protectively around them. After laying a clutch of up to 100 eggs, she does not abandon them. Instead, she forms a living fortress, her massive coils a barrier against any would-be predator. She guards her eggs fiercely, deterring predators like monitor lizards, mongooses, and even birds of prey. Her vigilance is unwavering. She will not leave her clutch, even for food or water, until the eggs are ready to hatch. For over 2 months she remains, her dedication ensuring the next generation of giants has a chance to survive. During this time she may shiver her muscles to generate heat, keeping the eggs at the perfect temperature for development. When the eggs finally hatch, dozens of tiny pythons or anacondas emerge, each already a miniature predator. Their first moments are spent untangling themselves from the nest, their eyes bright and alert, their bodies already equipped for survival. With her duty complete, the mother slips away, her young left to fend for themselves in a world of giants and dangers. The cycle of life continues, each hatchling a potential future ruler of the wild. From the moment they hatch, these young snakes are equipped with all the instincts and abilities of their colossal parents. They slither into the undergrowth or slip into the water, destined to grow into the awe-inspiring giants that command the respect and wonder of the animal kingdom. Their journey is perilous, filled with threats from predators and rivals, but for those that survive, the promise of greatness awaits. A future as one of nature's most formidable hunters, forever shaping the balance of life in their wild, untamed worlds. Deep within Africa's rainforests, a silent drama unfolds on the forest floor. Here the gaboon viper reigns as the undisputed master of camouflage, but it is not alone in the world of snakes that have perfected the art of disguise. Across continents and habitats, snakes have evolved astonishing ways to vanish into their surroundings, each species a testament to the power of adaptation and the relentless creativity of nature. The gaboon viper is a living, breathing work of art, its skin a masterpiece of evolution. But what makes this camouflage so effective? The answer lies in the intricate details of its scales, which are not only colored but textured, to scatter light and break up the snake's outline. This is a strategy mirrored by countless other snakes, each with their own unique twist. The gaboon viper's scales are painted in a breathtaking mosaic of pinks, purples, browns, and creams, arranged in geometric shapes that mimic the dappled light and fallen leaves of the forest floor. This is not random beauty. Each color and pattern is a calculated adaptation, honed by millions of years of natural selection. In the forests of Southeast Asia, the green pit viper's emerald scales mirror the lush foliage, while the sand boa of arid deserts wears a coat of mottled browns and yellows, blending seamlessly with shifting sands. When the viper lies motionless, it vanishes into the leaf litter, its outline broken up by disruptive coloration. This is a classic example of cryptic coloration, a strategy used by many snakes to avoid detection by both predators and prey. In the dense undergrowth, the eyelash viper curls among moss and lichen, its body a perfect match for the tangled greenery, while the horned viper of the Middle East disappears among rocky outcrops, its scales echoing the colours and textures of stone. Camouflage is more than just colour. The gaboon viper's body is thick and flat, allowing it to press close to the ground and minimize shadows. Its head is leaf-shaped, further blurring the line between snake and scenery. This incredible disguise is its greatest weapon, allowing it to remain unseen by both those who hunt it and those it hunts. Elsewhere, the vine snake of South America stretches its slender body along branches, swaying gently to mimic the movement of vines in the breeze, while the death adder of Australia buries itself beneath loose soil, only its eyes and tail tip exposed. As the largest viper in Africa, the gaboon viper's bulk could make it an easy target. But its camouflage turns this potential weakness into a strength, letting it become part of the forest itself. In the wetlands, the cottonmouth's dark, banded body blends with the shadows cast by overhanging branches and muddy banks, while the bushmaster of South America vanishes among the tangled roots and fallen leaves of the jungle floor. The gaboon viper is the ultimate ambush predator. Its strategy is simple: remain unseen, remain patient, and let opportunity come to you. This approach is echoed by the copperhead, which lies in wait among autumn leaves, its coppery bands indistinguishable from the forest detritus, and by the puff adder, which freezes in place, trusting its cryptic pattern to shield it from all eyes. Unlike active hunters, ambush predators like the gaboon viper rely on stealth and stillness. Their camouflage is so effective that prey can pass within centimeters, never realizing the danger lurking beneath the leaves. In the grasslands, the eastern brown snake flattens its body among dry stalks, while the sidewinder of the desert buries itself beneath the sand, leaving only the faintest trace of its presence. The science behind this patience is remarkable. The viper's metabolism is slow, allowing it to lie perfectly still for hours, even days, conserving energy until the perfect moment arrives. This is a trait shared by many snakes, from the boa constrictor coiled in the shadows of a fallen log to the rattlesnake hidden beneath a carpet of pine needles, each waiting for the world to come to them. Its trap is set not with movement but with invisibility. The viper's faith in its disguise is absolute, and it trusts that the forest will keep its secret. In the mangroves, the mangrove pit viper coils among roots and mud, its body indistinguishable from the tangled chaos, while the banded crate of Asia weaves through bamboo thickets, its black and yellow stripes lost in the dappled light. When a potential meal finally comes within range, the viper's patience is rewarded. In a split second, it explodes into action. This sudden burst of speed is a hallmark of ambush predators, from the tree-dwelling green tree python, which snatches birds from branches, to the aquatic anaconda, which lunges from beneath the water's surface. Its strike is one of the fastest in the animal kingdom, a blur of motion, powered by coiled muscles and perfect timing. The element of surprise, made possible by its camouflage, is its deadliest asset. In the forests, the boomslang's green body is invisible among the leaves until the moment it lunges, while the coral snake's bright bands serve as a warning, but also break up its outline in the tangled undergrowth. The unsuspecting victim has no time to react. The viper's disguise has done its job, allowing it to get close enough for a flawless attack. In the world of snakes, the line between hunter and hunted is razor-thin, and the ability to remain unseen is often the difference between life and death. The gaboon viper's fangs are the longest of any snake, hidden until the moment of the strike. This is another adaptation for ambush, the ability to deliver a devastating bite in an instant. In the shadows, the bush viper's hinged fangs remain folded until needed, while the king cobra's fangs, though shorter, are perfectly suited for delivering venom deep into its prey. These fangs can reach up to 5 centimeters, long enough to pierce deep into prey, ensuring the venom is delivered where it will do the most damage. In the wild, the efficiency of this system is mirrored by the fer-de-lance, whose fangs are designed to inject venom quickly and efficiently, maximizing the chances of a successful hunt. When the viper strikes, its hollow fangs swing forward, injecting a massive dose of venom. This venom is a complex cocktail, designed to immobilize and digest prey from the inside out. The taipan's venom, for example, is a potent neurotoxin, while the boomslang's is a powerful hemotoxin, each tailored to the snake's preferred prey and hunting style. The venom destroys blood cells and tissues, causing massive internal damage. This ensures the prey cannot escape and the viper can feed in safety. In the tangled roots of the rainforest, the prey's struggle is brief, the outcome inevitable. The sheer volume of venom makes the gaboon viper's bite one of the most serious in the snake world. But in the wild, this power is reserved for survival, not aggression. The viper's venom is a tool, finely tuned by evolution, used only when absolutely necessary. Despite its deadly arsenal, the gaboon viper is calm and placid, relying on its camouflage to avoid conflict rather than seeking it. This is a common trait among many snakes, from the shy ball python curled in a burrow to the reticulated python draped among the branches, each trusting in their disguise to keep them safe. Its strategy is to remain unseen, to let the world pass by without ever knowing it was there. In the endless cycle of predator and prey, the snake's greatest defense is its ability to disappear, to become a ghost in its own habitat. For the gaboon viper, and for many snakes, life is a slow and deliberate game of waiting. Every movement is calculated, every moment spent in stillness is a testament to the power of patience and disguise. The python waits in the shadows, the crate coils beneath a rock, each trusting that their camouflage will shield them from harm and bring them closer to their next meal. Energy is precious. The viper moves only when necessary, trusting its camouflage to keep it safe from the many dangers of the forest. In the open plains, the grass snake glides through reeds, its green body invisible among the stalks, while the night adder of Africa slips through the undergrowth, unseen and undisturbed. This strategy is so effective that the viper can thrive in a world filled with threats, from predators to rival snakes. In every corner of the globe, snakes have mastered the art of survival through disguise, each species a unique answer to the challenges of its environment. Its unique appearance and hunting style make it one of the most fascinating snakes on the continent, a true marvel of evolutionary adaptation. The diversity of camouflage among snakes is a living tapestry woven from countless generations of trial and error, success and failure. The gaboon viper, like many of its kin, is a silent and patient killer, a beautiful but deadly ghost of the rainforest. In the world of snakes, the greatest battles are often won not with speed or strength, but with the perfect mastery of disguise. In every habitat, from the darkest jungle to the sun-baked desert, snakes have become the invisible rulers of their domain, their secrets hidden in plain sight. Deep within the African savanna, where the grass sways in the wind and the sun blazes overhead, a world of silent, swift conflict unfolds. Here the black mamba reigns as one of the fastest and most agile snakes on earth, its body a blur of motion as it glides through the undergrowth. But the mamba is not alone in its quest for dominance. Across the continent, rival snakes, each with their own arsenal of speed, cunning and venom, compete in a relentless struggle for survival. The black mamba's greatest rivals are not always the largest or most venomous, but those that can match its agility and outthink its tactics. In the wild, speed is both weapon and shield. The mamba's lightning-fast strikes are legendary, but so too are the evasive maneuvers of its adversaries. Other snakes like the boomslang, the cobra, and even its own kind. When two snakes meet, the battle is a test of reflexes and nerve. The black mamba coils, its muscles tensed like drawn wires, tongue flickering to taste the air. Its opponent, perhaps a rival mamba or a cunning cobra, mirrors the stance, each waiting for the other to make the first move. In a flash, the mamba strikes, its head darting forward with astonishing speed, but its rival is just as quick, twisting away in a blur of scales. These encounters are not mere displays of brute force. Every movement is calculated, every feint a test of the other's resolve. The snakes circle each other, bodies undulating in the grass, each searching for a weakness, a momentary lapse in concentration. The air is thick with tension as the rivals test their limits. The black mamba's razor-sharp reflexes are matched by the defensive postures and sudden bursts of speed from its adversaries. Each snake knows that a single mistake could mean the difference between life and death. The black mamba's secret weapon is not just its speed, but its ability to read its opponent's intentions, anticipating strikes, feinting retreats, and launching counterattacks with surgical precision. Its body is built for these high-stakes duels. Muscles ripple beneath smooth scales, propelling the snake forward in sudden explosive bursts. The mamba's agility allows it to weave through grass and brush, using the terrain to its advantage, always seeking the perfect angle for attack. Rival snakes, too, have evolved remarkable adaptations. Some, like the boomslang, rely on stealth and patience, waiting motionless for the right moment to strike. Others, like the cobra, use their hoods and intimidating displays to unnerve their opponents, buying precious seconds to react. Yet the risk is ever present. A direct hit from the mamba's venomous fangs can be fatal, even for the most agile adversary. The snakes must rely on their speed, their thick scales, and their finely tuned senses to survive these deadly encounters. Some snakes, like the puff adder, use camouflage and stillness as their shield, blending seamlessly into the landscape until the moment to strike arrives. Others, like the mamba, rely on sheer speed and the element of surprise, launching attacks that are almost too fast for the eye to follow. The confrontation escalates as the snakes begin to taunt and test each other, darting in and out, feinting attacks, and forcing their rivals to expend precious energy. Movements become a blur, circling, weaving and striking, each snake staying just beyond the reach of the other's fangs. The battle is a dance of death, where timing and precision are everything. The mamba lashes out repeatedly, its attacks swift and relentless, but its rival is always a split second ahead, evading with acrobatic precision. Each failed strike drains the mamba's strength, while its opponent waits for the perfect moment to counter. Patience is a weapon in itself. The snakes circle, waiting for exhaustion to set in for a momentary lapse in defense. Every failed attack, every missed opportunity brings one closer to defeat. As the battle drags on, the mamba's breathing grows heavier, its movements slowing. Fatigue is the silent enemy, sapping strength and dulling reflexes. The fight becomes a war of attrition. Each snake, eyes locked on its rival, waits for the perfect opening. Every muscle tensed, every sense heightened, ready to strike. Suddenly, the moment arrives. With a final burst of speed, one snake dodges a desperate strike and lunges forward, jaws open, aiming for a vulnerable spot. Its fangs, or jaws, clamp down on the back of its rival's neck, delivering a powerful, decisive bite that ends the contest in an instant. The victor's sharp teeth or venomous fangs sever the spinal cord, bringing the battle to a swift conclusion. The savannah falls silent as the victorious snake, or sometimes its unlikely mammalian rival, stands over its fallen foe. In these epic showdowns, speed, strategy, and unyielding courage are the keys to survival. In the wild, it is not always the biggest or most venomous that prevails. Sometimes it is the animal with the sharpest mind, the quickest reflexes, and the bravest heart that claims victory in the eternal battle for survival among the snakes. Deep in the African bush, where every sunrise signals a new struggle for survival, the wild is alive with epic battles. Here, the toughest fights unfold, not just between predator and prey, but between rivals whose strength, cunning, and resilience are pushed to the absolute limit. Among these legendary warriors, the honey badger stands out, a creature whose reputation for fearlessness is matched only by its relentless drive to survive. The honey badger's life is a series of brutal encounters. It will boldly challenge lions, hyenas, and most famously, snakes. Each confrontation a high-stakes contest where only the most determined survive. But the honey badger is not alone in its struggle. Across the grasslands and beneath the earth, snakes themselves are locked in constant battle with a host of formidable adversaries. Among the snakes, the mole snake is a frequent and formidable opponent. Though non-venomous, it is a powerful constrictor, fiercely territorial and quick to defend itself with a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. When threatened, it lashes out with a fury that few animals can withstand, its defensive strikes leaving deep wounds in the hides of would-be attackers. The bush becomes a battleground when these two titans meet. The honey badger, undeterred by pain, charges in, while the mole snake coils tightly, hissing and striking with precision. The air is thick with tension as the snake's jaws snap shut on the badger's snout, drawing blood in a desperate bid for survival. But the honey badger's loose, thick skin allows it to twist and turn, even when caught in the snake's powerful coils. The mole snake's strategy is simple: constrict, bite, and never let go. Its teeth sink deep, biting again and again, sometimes so fiercely that teeth break off in the thick hide of its enemy. Yet the honey badger's defenses are just as impressive. Its skin is not only tough, but also incredibly loose, allowing it to twist inside its own hide and counterattack, even when the snake has a firm hold. This unique adaptation means the snake's teeth rarely find purchase, and even when they do, the wounds are rarely fatal. The honey badger's true weapon, though, is its relentless tenacity. It will dig, claw, and bite with a fury that few animals can match, refusing to yield even as the snake bites and constricts. In one unforgettable battle, a honey badger was bitten repeatedly on the face and neck, blood matting its fur. Yet it kept fighting, shaking the snake loose and finally pinning it to the ground. The badger's ability to twist and turn, even when ensnared, allows it to deliver a counterbite, often targeting the snake's head in a final decisive move. But the honey badger's battles aren't limited to mole snakes. Across the wild, snakes face off against a variety of adversaries. Cobras, puff adders, and other venomous serpents are formidable in their own right, relying on venom and speed to defend themselves. Yet the honey badger's partial immunity to venom allows it to survive encounters that would kill most animals, turning the tables on even the deadliest snakes. In one astonishing story, a honey badger was bitten by a puff adder, collapsed for hours, only to wake up, shake off the effects, and finish eating the snake it had just killed. Again and again, the honey badger's resilience proves too much for even the most determined snake. The final moments of these epic fights are always the same. The badger endures the snake's last desperate thrashing, then seizes its head in powerful jaws. With a single crushing bite, the struggle ends. The snake's tactics, its strength, and its fury are no match for the badger's sheer willpower. But snakes are not only challenged by honey badgers. In the wild bush they face mongoose, birds of prey, and even other snakes. The mongoose, with its lightning-fast reflexes and agility, is a notorious snake hunter, darting in to deliver a fatal bite before the snake can react. Eagles and hawks swoop down from above, talons extended, snatching snakes from the grass in a sudden violent ambush. Even rival snakes engage in fierce combat, wrestling and biting in a primal contest for territory and survival. Each of these battles is a testament to the raw power and adaptability of the bush's inhabitants. The snake's arsenal, venom, speed, and constriction is matched by the cunning, agility, and resilience of its adversaries. In these contests, there are no guarantees, only the relentless drive to survive another day. In the unforgiving wild, it's not just power that wins the day. It's resilience, cunning, and the refusal to ever back down. And in this arena, the honey badger remains the undisputed champion of grit, but never without a fierce fight from the snakes and other wild creatures that share its world. These gritty showdowns are the stuff of legend, each one a brutal contest of strength, strategy, and survival, where only the toughest endure. In the animal kingdom, we often picture mammals and birds as the ultimate caregivers, nurturing, attentive, and fiercely protective of their young. But hidden beneath the leaves and tangled roots of the wild, some of the most extraordinary stories of maternal devotion belong to snakes, creatures so often misunderstood, their gentle side rarely seen. Reptiles, and especially snakes, are usually thought of as cold and indifferent parents, creatures that lay their eggs and vanish, leaving their offspring to the mercy of the world. Yet for a select few, the bond between mother and young is powerful, unwavering, and deeply moving. But this reputation is only part of the story. In the quiet, shadowy corners of forests and grasslands, some snake mothers defy all expectations. They remain by their eggs through pounding rain, chilling winds, and lurking predators, driven by an instinct as fierce as any lioness or eagle. Imagine a mother snake, her body coiled tightly around her precious clutch, refusing to budge even as the world around her turns dangerous. She is a living shield, her scales pressed close, her muscles tense, every sense alert to the faintest tremor in the earth or shift in the air. These mothers show a level of care that is rare and fascinating in the reptile world. Day and night they remain vigilant, their forked tongues flicking, tasting the air for any sign of threat. Their eyes, unblinking, scan the shadows for movement. Every vibration, every scent is a potential danger to their unborn young. When a predator approaches, a hungry mongoose, a prowling monitor lizard, or even another snake, the mother rises up, her body forming a barrier between danger and her eggs. She hisses, her jaws open wide, fangs bared in a display of raw determination. She will strike again and again if it means keeping her clutch safe. Among all snake mothers, the king cobra stands as a legend. In the dense, humid forests of Asia, the queen of snakes transforms from a solitary hunter into a gentle architect and a relentless guardian. After mating, the female king cobra does something almost no other snake does. She builds a nest. With careful, deliberate movements, she gathers leaves and twigs, her long body weaving through the undergrowth, pushing and piling debris into a mound. Each piece is placed with purpose, her maternal instinct guiding every motion. She uses her powerful coils to drag and arrange the forest floor, building a two-chambered nest. The bottom chamber will cradle her eggs, while the upper chamber becomes her watchtower, a place from which she can sense every threat. Inside this carefully constructed nest, she lays her clutch of 20 to 40 eggs. Then she settles herself above them, her body a living barricade. For weeks she will not leave, not even to hunt or drink, her only focus the safety of her unborn young. For nearly 3 months the king cobra mother stands guard. She becomes a force of nature, her hiss echoing through the forest, a warning to all. Monitor lizards, wild boars, and even other snakes are met with a fury that few dare challenge. Her presence alone is enough to keep most predators at bay. During this long vigil she endures hunger, thirst, and exhaustion. Her body grows thin, her eyes sunken, but her resolve never wavers. She will not abandon her post, not for rain, not for heat, not for the gnawing ache of an empty belly. She remains motionless for hours, sometimes days, her only movements the subtle shifts to keep her eggs at the perfect temperature. She senses the world through the vibrations of the earth, the scent of the air, and the faintest changes in light. The mere sight of her coiled form is enough to send most would-be predators scurrying. Even the boldest animals hesitate, knowing that a mother king cobra on guard is a formidable foe. As the time for hatching draws near, her instincts shift. She knows her presence could now endanger her young, for the king cobra's primary food is other snakes. With a final, silent farewell she slips away into the forest, her duty fulfilled, her sacrifice complete. This final act of love, leaving before her young emerge, ensures their safety. She will never meet her babies, but her devotion has given them the best possible start in life. The story of the king cobra mother is one of sacrifice, patience, and unwavering instinct. Her nest, her vigil, and her fierce protection are a testament to the hidden depths of reptilian care. In the grasslands and forests of Africa, another giant mother stands guard, the African rock python. Her story is one of equal tenderness and strength, played out beneath the tall grasses and tangled roots. After laying her large clutch of eggs, the python coils her massive body around them, forming a living fortress. Her scales press tightly together, creating a barrier against the cold, the damp, and the hungry jaws of predators. But her protection goes beyond defense. When the night air grows cold, she shivers, her powerful muscles trembling in tiny, rapid contractions. This generates precious warmth, raising the temperature of her eggs and giving her young the best chance to survive. As a cold-blooded reptile, she cannot create heat like a mammal. Yet her determination drives her to find a way. She soaks up the sun's warmth by day, then curls around her eggs at night, sharing every bit of heat she can muster. By shivering, she can raise her body temperature just enough to keep her eggs alive. This simple, ingenious act is a testament to her devotion, a mother's love expressed in every trembling muscle. For over 2 months, she remains coiled around her eggs, a silent guardian. When the time comes, and the tiny snakes break free from their shells, their mother is there, their first protector, their first shelter. In that moment the cycle of devotion continues, and the wild is reminded that even the most powerful giants can have a gentle, motherly heart. For many baby animals, the first few moments of life are the most dangerous. For a newly hatched sea turtle, every second counts. The world above the sand is a realm of uncertainty where every movement could mean life or death. Deep beneath the warm sand, a tiny turtle cracks open its shell, blinking at the world for the very first time. The air above is thick with tension, and the beach is alive with unseen dangers. The hatchling's senses are overwhelmed by the scent of salt, the coolness of the night, and the vibrations of countless other hatchlings stirring nearby. On a remote island in the Indian Ocean, the setting sun casts long shadows across the sand, signaling the start of a nightly drama. The beach, untouched by humans, is ruled by the ancient rhythms of predator and prey. As dusk falls, hundreds of hatchlings burst from their nests, scrambling over each other in a frantic rush toward the distant glimmering ocean. The sand vibrates with the energy of life, each tiny turtle driven by instinct to reach the water before danger finds them. Instinct drives them forward, their tiny flippers pushing them across the open sand, every movement urgent and uncoordinated. The hatchlings are vulnerable, exposed to the open sky and the many eyes watching from the shadows, but the open beach is a gauntlet. Shadows flicker and shift. Predators are everywhere, each one waiting for a chance to strike. Crabs scuttle along the tide line, birds circle overhead, but tonight the most formidable threat slithers silently beneath the cover of darkness. Among the most cunning of these hunters are snakes, their bodies blending perfectly with the sand and debris. Their forked tongues flicker, tasting the air for the scent of fresh hatchlings. Dozens of snakes lie in wait, coiled in the shadows of rocks and beneath the twisted roots of shoreline plants, their eyes fixed on the hatchling's path. Each snake is patient, motionless, conserving energy for the perfect moment to strike. They have been waiting patiently, knowing that tonight the sand will be alive with easy prey. The snakes' bodies are perfectly adapted for this hunt, muscles coiled, senses sharp, every movement calculated. Suddenly a baby turtle emerges from the sand, its heart pounding as it senses movement nearby. A snake, silent and swift, lunges from its hiding place. The hatchling freezes for a split second, instinct warring with fear. The snake's strike is lightning fast. It snatches a hatchling, its jaws closing around the tiny, struggling body. The other turtles sense the danger, their tiny bodies trembling as panic ripples through the group. The beach becomes a scene of chaos. Hatchlings scatter in every direction, their only hope to outrun the predators lurking in the darkness. Some freeze, hoping to go unnoticed, while others dash blindly toward the surf. One baby turtle, separated from its siblings, freezes as a snake slithers closer. The snake's tongue flicks, locking onto the scent. With a desperate burst of speed, the hatchling darts to the side, narrowly escaping the snapping jaws. The snake recoils, frustrated, and turns its attention to the next moving shadow. Every encounter is a test of instinct and luck. The relentless pursuit of the snakes is matched only by the hatchling's determination to survive. Some turtles are caught, their struggles brief, while others slip through the gauntlet, learning with every near miss. The only defense the turtles have is their overwhelming numbers. Together they create a living tide, overwhelming the senses of their predators. The snakes, though skilled hunters, are quickly surrounded by a flood of moving bodies, making it harder to focus on a single target. So many hatch at once that even the most voracious snakes cannot catch them all. The sheer volume of hatchlings confuses the predators, giving more turtles a chance to slip past unnoticed. This is predator swamping, a survival strategy where numbers are the only shield against certain death. The snakes strike again and again, but for every turtle they catch, dozens more escape. For every hatchling that falls, many more slip past the waiting jaws, racing toward the surf and the promise of safety. The ocean, though full of its own dangers, is a sanctuary compared to the perilous sand. Each tiny turtle is driven by a powerful instinct, flippers churning, eyes fixed on the shimmering water ahead. The sound of the waves is a beacon calling them to safety. Every shadow could be a threat, every movement a potential attack. But every step forward is a victory in this heart-pounding race. The hatchlings learn quickly, dodging, weaving, and sometimes freezing to avoid detection. The wild beach is transformed into a battleground, a place where the struggle for life and death plays out in dramatic fashion. The only witnesses are the animals themselves, each one a participant in this ancient contest. The snakes, relentless and hungry, are not villains. They too are fighting for survival, seizing a rare opportunity that comes only once a year. For them, the hatching is a feast, a chance to feed and ensure their own future. For the turtles, this is the first and most dangerous test of their lives, a desperate dash that will decide their fate. Those who reach the water have survived the first of many challenges. The clash between predator and prey is raw and unforgiving, a perfect balance of nature's design. Each animal plays its part, shaped by countless generations of evolution. On these wild, remote shores, the timeless drama of survival unfolds. No humans, no interference, just the pure, unyielding forces of nature at work. For the baby turtles and the snakes, this night is a test of instinct, speed, and the will to survive. Across the world's wildest landscapes, snakes have evolved a dazzling array of feeding rituals, each one perfectly tailored to their unique environments and prey. Their survival depends on a blend of patience, precision, and adaptation, making them some of the most formidable hunters in the animal kingdom. In the shadowy jungles, the emerald tree boa coils patiently on a branch, its vibrant green body camouflaged among the leaves. This arboreal predator is a master of stealth, blending seamlessly with the dense foliage above the forest floor. With infinite patience, it waits motionless for hours, relying on heat-sensing pits to detect the faint warmth of a passing bird. The boa's senses are finely tuned, able to pick up the slightest flutter of wings or the subtle shift in air as prey approaches. When the moment is right, it strikes with surgical precision, coiling its muscular body around its prey and suffocating it in a silent embrace. The constriction is both swift and relentless, cutting off the prey's circulation and air supply until it succumbs. Only then does the boa begin the slow process of swallowing its meal whole, unhinging its jaws to accommodate even large birds. Far from the treetops, out on the sun-baked savanna, the sand viper showcases a completely different approach. Here, survival means mastering the art of ambush in a harsh, open environment where cover is scarce and prey is quick to flee. Partially buried beneath the shifting sands, only its eyes and nostrils visible, it waits in ambush. The viper's scales mimic the color and texture of the desert, rendering it nearly invisible to passing rodents and lizards. The viper's sudden explosive strike is almost too fast to see, its fangs injecting potent venom that quickly immobilizes small rodents or lizards. The venom acts rapidly, shutting down the prey's nervous system and ensuring it cannot escape. The snake then tracks its envenomed prey by following the scent trail left behind, consuming its meal whole head first. This method ensures the prey's limbs fold naturally, making it easier to swallow. The sand viper's jaws stretch wide and powerful muscles work the prey down its throat in a slow, methodical process. In the wetlands, the tentacled snake demonstrates a truly unique hunting adaptation. These aquatic environments are teeming with life, but visibility is low and prey is swift. This aquatic serpent possesses fleshy appendages on its snout, which it uses to sense vibrations in murky water. Sensitive to the slightest movement, the snake can detect the approach of unsuspecting fish even in total darkness. When a fish comes close, the snake contorts its body into a J shape and triggers a startle response, causing the fish to swim directly into its waiting jaws, a masterclass in anticipation and deception. The strike is perfectly timed, and the snake's jaws snap shut with unerring accuracy, capturing the fish before it can react. Meanwhile, in the dense undergrowth of the rainforest, the bushmaster employs stealth and patience. This ground-dwelling predator is a model of stillness, waiting for days at a time for the perfect opportunity. It remains perfectly still for days, its patterned scales blending seamlessly with the forest floor. The bushmaster's camouflage is so effective that even the most alert prey can pass within inches, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. When a small mammal wanders too close, the bushmaster's strike is swift and deadly, delivering a powerful dose of venom that ensures the prey cannot escape. The venom not only incapacitates but also begins the process of digestion, breaking down tissues from within. And in the arid deserts, the sidewinder rattlesnake uses its unique sidewinding motion not only for movement, but also to approach unsuspecting prey without leaving a clear trail. This sideways locomotion minimizes contact with the hot sand and confuses both predators and prey. Its cryptic coloration and silent approach allow it to get close before delivering a swift, venomous strike. The sidewinder's venom is potent, quickly subduing lizards and small mammals that roam the desert. Each snake species has honed its feeding rituals over countless generations, perfecting the art of the hunt. From the treetops to the desert floor, from murky waters to dense rainforests, every snake is a specialist, equipped with unique tools and tactics for survival. Whether through venom, constriction, camouflage, or cunning, snakes demonstrate the remarkable diversity of nature's survival strategies. Their methods are as varied as the habitats they occupy, each one a testament to the power of adaptation and evolution. In every corner of the wild, these silent hunters play their part in the eternal cycle of life and death, shaping the delicate balance of their ecosystems with every meal. Their feeding rituals are not just acts of survival, but intricate performances that reveal the complexity and beauty of the natural world. Across the globe, from the most inhospitable deserts to the lushest rainforests, snakes have evolved to conquer nearly every environment imaginable. Their story is one of relentless adaptation, a testament to nature's ingenuity and the will to survive. In the world's hottest deserts, where the sun blazes relentlessly and the land is a sea of shifting sands, only the most resilient creatures endure. Here, snakes like the horned viper have become masters of survival, their existence a delicate balance between the extremes of heat and cold. The horned viper's pale, sandy scales are not just for show, they are a perfect camouflage, blending seamlessly with the desert floor. This disguise shields them from both hungry predators and unsuspecting prey, allowing them to lie in wait, motionless, for hours on end. When the desert's surface becomes a furnace by day and a frigid expanse by night, these snakes time their movements with precision. They emerge at dusk and dawn, gliding across the sand with a unique sidewinding motion that keeps their bodies cool and minimizes contact with the scorching ground. Beneath rocks, and within burrows they find refuge from the harshest elements, conserving precious moisture and energy. Every movement, every moment of stillness is calculated for survival in a world where resources are scarce and danger is ever present. Journey now to the emerald depths of ancient rainforests where sunlight filters through a dense canopy and life thrives in every layer. Here the world is vertical and snakes have adapted to a life among the trees. Arboreal species like the green tree python and the paradise-flying snake are built for this tangled world. Their bodies are slender and prehensile, perfectly designed to grip branches and navigate the labyrinth above the forest floor. Their vivid green scales, often flecked with yellow or blue, mimic the leaves and lichen that surround them, rendering them nearly invisible to both predator and prey. Some, like the flying snake, have taken adaptation a step further. By flattening their bodies and launching themselves from branch to branch, they glide effortlessly through the air, escaping danger or pursuing prey in a three-dimensional world. In this lush, humid environment, every adaptation is a response to the challenges of life above ground, where agility, camouflage, and balance are the keys to survival. Beyond the forests, the open grasslands and savannas stretch to the horizon, a world of tall grasses and shifting seasons. Here, snakes like the African puff adder and the eastern brown snake have honed their skills as ambush predators. Their earthy hues blend perfectly with the golden grasses and dry soil, providing the ultimate cover as they lie in wait for hours, motionless, until the perfect moment to strike. When the rains return and the grass grows tall, these snakes shift their hunting grounds, always attuned to the rhythm of the land. Their survival depends on patience, stealth, and the ability to adapt to the ever-changing landscape. In the wetlands and along riverbanks, a different kind of snake reigns supreme. Aquatic species like the anaconda and the banded sea crate have evolved to thrive in watery realms where few others dare to venture. The anaconda, with its immense muscular body, glides silently through dense reeds and murky water, an apex predator perfectly suited to its environment. The sea crate, on the other hand, is a marvel of aquatic adaptation. Its paddle-shaped tail propels it through the ocean with ease, while its lungs allow it to remain submerged for long periods as it hunts for fish and eels. These aquatic hunters are patient and precise, stalking their prey beneath the surface or along the water's edge, where amphibians and birds are plentiful. High in the world's mountains, where oxygen is thin and temperatures can plummet, snakes like the Himalayan pit viper endure some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Their slow metabolism allows them to survive on fewer meals, and their cryptic patterns blend perfectly with rocky outcrops and moss, making them nearly invisible in their rugged domain. During the coldest months, these mountain dwellers retreat deep into crevices, entering a state of hibernation until the warmth of the sun returns and the snow begins to melt. Even in the heart of bustling cities and sprawling farmlands, snakes have found ways to survive. Urban-adapted species, such as rat snakes, take advantage of abandoned buildings, overgrown gardens, and even sewer systems. These urban survivors help control rodent populations, maintaining a delicate ecological balance even in the midst of human development. Across continents and climates, from the driest deserts to the wettest rainforests, from the highest mountains to the heart of the city, snakes are living proof that adaptation is the key to survival. Their diversity is staggering, each species a unique answer to the challenges of its environment, each adaptation a story of survival against the odds. Whether hidden beneath desert sands, coiled in a rainforest canopy, gliding through tangled reeds, or slithering through the shadows of a city, these remarkable reptiles remind us that life finds a way in every corner of the world. Their resilience and adaptability have allowed them to carve out a niche in almost every environment on the planet, making snakes one of nature's most successful survivors. In every habitat, in every climate, the story of the snake is a story of survival, ingenuity, and the endless possibilities of evolution. From the burning deserts to the misty mountains, from the tangled jungles to the watery depths, snakes endure, silent, watchful, and ever adaptable. Their presence is a reminder that nature's creativity knows no bounds. In the hidden realms where snakes dwell, communication unfolds in a tapestry of subtlety and instinct. Here, every gesture, every chemical trace, and every vibration is a message woven into the fabric of survival. Without the need for vocal cords or expressive faces, snakes have evolved a sophisticated system of signals. Their bodies become instruments of expression, muscles tensing, scales shifting, and postures changing to convey intent, alertness, or warning. When two snakes cross paths, a silent exchange takes place. One may pause, its body coiled in readiness, while the other glides by, each movement calculated to avoid unnecessary conflict or to assert dominance. The flick of a tongue is more than a simple gesture. With each extension, the snake collects invisible particles from the air, drawing them into its mouth. This act is a vital means of gathering information, deciphering the presence of prey, the proximity of rivals, or the faintest trace of a potential mate. As a snake glides across the earth, it leaves behind a trail of chemical markers. These scent trails linger, forming a map that others can read, identifying who has passed, how recently, and even their condition or readiness to mate. Deep within the roof of the mouth lies the Jacobson's organ, a specialized structure that decodes these chemical messages. Here, the secrets of the environment are revealed, the identity of other snakes, their reproductive state, and even their emotional arousal. Yet, chemical signals are only part of the story. Body language is equally vital. A sudden freeze, a raised head, or a coiled stance can signal caution, curiosity, or readiness to defend. When danger looms, some snakes transform their bodies into living warnings. Muscles tense, bodies flatten, and colors may become more pronounced, all designed to deter would-be threats. The cobra, for instance, expands its ribs to flare its hood, creating a striking silhouette. This display is a clear signal, an unmistakable warning that commands respect and caution from any creature nearby. Rattlesnakes employ a different tactic. The rapid vibration of their tails produces a distinctive rattle, a sound that reverberates through the grass and soil. This auditory signal is a powerful deterrent, alerting others to the snake's presence and readiness to defend itself. Some, like the hognose snake, rely on deception. When threatened, it may flip onto its back, mouth agape, body limp, mimicking death in hopes that the threat will lose interest and move on. During the season of reproduction, communication becomes a dance of precision. Snakes entwine, their bodies moving in synchrony, each motion a signal in the silent courtship ritual. Rival males may engage in ritual combat, intertwining and pushing, testing strength and endurance. These contests are displays of power, with each movement conveying determination and vigor. Meanwhile, females leave behind intricate pheromone trails, invisible to the eye but unmistakable to those who follow. These trails signal readiness, guiding suitors across vast distances. Guided by these chemical cues, snakes traverse forests, grasslands, and deserts, drawn together by messages written in scent and movement. From the delicate flicker of a tongue to the bold display of a hood, every action is a form of communication honed by countless generations to ensure survival and connection. In the world of snakes, every movement, every chemical trail, and every vibration carries meaning, a testament to the remarkable ways life adapts, ensuring that even in silence the message is always heard. In the shadowy depths of Earth's primordial forests, long before the first mammals ever set foot on land, the earliest ancestors of snakes began their extraordinary journey. These ancient landscapes, thick with ferns and towering cycads, echoed with the subtle movements of creatures that would one day become the masters of stealth. Over 100 million years ago, the story of snakes began with small, lizard-like reptiles. These creatures, driven by the relentless pressures of survival, started to lose their limbs, a slow transformation that would forever change their fate. As they burrowed through leaf litter and crept along the edges of ancient lakes, their bodies grew longer, their spines more flexible, and their movements more fluid. This adaptation allowed them to slip silently into crevices, hunt hidden prey, and evade the jaws of larger predators. As the continents drifted apart and climates shifted, these early serpents diversified. Some, seeking refuge from surface dangers, adapted to a subterranean life. Their heads became narrow and pointed, their eyes diminished, and their scales toughened to withstand the abrasive earth. In the perpetual darkness below, they learned to sense the faintest vibrations, navigating a world where sight was useless and touch was everything. Others, drawn upward by the promise of safety and food, took to the trees. Their bodies became slender and elongated, their muscles refined for climbing and gliding. In the dappled light of the canopy, these arboreal pioneers learned to move with breathtaking agility, bridging the gaps between branches and mastering the art of silent pursuit. Some ventured even further, slipping into the warm, shallow seas that lapped against ancient shores. Here marine snakes evolved paddle-like tails and lungs capable of holding breath for long dives. They glided through coral reefs and coastal shallows, hunting fish and evading aquatic predators, their bodies perfectly sculpted for life between land and water. Through the eons, snakes refined their most iconic trait, the art of slithering. This unique form of locomotion, powered by a symphony of muscles and scales, allowed them to move with unmatched grace and silence, whether gliding over sand, weaving through grass, or slipping unseen beneath the forest floor. Beneath their shimmering scales, powerful muscles contracted and released in perfect harmony, propelling them forward in a mesmerizing ripple. This silent dance became their signature, a movement so efficient that it has remained unchanged for millions of years. Evolution also transformed their jaws. Once rigid and limited like those of their lizard ancestors, snake jaws became marvels of flexibility. Ligaments stretched, bones separated, and the lower jaw unhinged, allowing them to engulf prey many times larger than their own heads. A remarkable adaptation that opened up a world of new possibilities. But the story of snake evolution did not end there. In a world teeming with competition, some snakes developed a new weapon, venom. This potent adaptation turned a simple bite into a deadly strike, giving them the power to immobilize prey and defend against even the most formidable foes. Specialized glands and hollow fangs evolved, delivering venom with surgical precision. This innovation not only made them more effective hunters, but also allowed them to tackle prey that would have been impossible for their ancestors. With these tools, snakes could subdue the swiftest prey and deter even the boldest predators, carving out a niche in every corner of the ancient world. Every coil, every scale, every flicker of the tongue tells the story of this ancient lineage, a living record of adaptation and survival. From the scorching deserts where snakes glide across burning sands, to the tangled depths of rainforests where they vanish among the leaves, from the highest mountain peaks to the mysterious depths of the oceans, snakes have conquered nearly every environment on Earth. Their journey, from limbed reptiles of the distant past to the masters of stealth and survival we know today, is a testament to the relentless power of evolution. A saga written in the shifting sands of time and the silent passage of a slithering form. And so, as they move quietly through grass, sand, and shadow, snakes remind us that even the most unlikely creatures can shape the world around them, one silent, ancient slither at a time. In the silent struggle for survival, snakes have become masters of deception and defense. When danger lurks, their true ingenuity is revealed. Not in attack, but in the subtle art of staying alive. Across the globe, these serpents have evolved a stunning array of defensive mechanisms, each perfectly tuned to their environment and predators. Imagine the cobra, its hood unfurling like a living shield. but in some species defense goes beyond mere display. The spitting cobra, for example, has transformed its venom into a precision weapon. With a sudden contraction of muscles, it ejects a fine jet of venom, aimed directly at the eyes of an approaching threat. The spray glistens in the sunlight, traveling meters through the air, burning and blinding with a single well-placed shot. For would-be predators, a painful lesson is delivered before a single fang is ever bared. Elsewhere, mimicry reigns supreme. The harmless milk snake, draped in bands of red, black, and yellow, slithers through the undergrowth with borrowed bravado. Its colors are nearly identical to those of the deadly coral snake, a case of mistaken identity that saves countless lives. Even the shape and movement of a snake can deceive. Some puff up their bodies, flatten their heads, or even coil into elaborate shapes, mimicking the appearance and posture of more dangerous species. But deception is not limited to looks alone. In the forests of Southeast Asia, the mock viper perfects the art of bluff. When threatened, it flattens its body and strikes with a wide-open mouth, delivering a harmless bite, but one so convincing that predators often retreat in confusion. Some snakes turn to their tails for defense. The young copperhead wiggles its brightly colored tail tip, mimicking the movement of a worm to lure prey. But when danger approaches, this same tail becomes a warning flag, vibrating rapidly against dry leaves, creating a sound that echoes through the brush. The rattlesnake takes this to the next level, its tail tipped with a series of interlocking keratin rings. When shaken, these rings produce the iconic rattle, a chilling signal that danger is near and best avoided. Other species rely on sudden, dramatic displays. The hognose snake, when cornered, inflates its body, hisses loudly, and even plays dead, rolling onto its back, tongue lolling, fooling predators into believing it is no longer a meal worth pursuing. Each of these adaptations is a testament to the creativity of evolution. Whether through venomous precision, dazzling disguise, or theatrical performance, snakes have turned defense into an art form. In the wild ballet of predator and prey, their survival depends not just on speed or strength, but on outsmarting the enemy at every turn. Through these ingenious strategies, snakes remind us that in nature the greatest weapons are often those that confuse, deter, and deceive, ensuring that for every threat that emerges from the shadows, there is an answer hidden in the coils of a masterful survivor. As the sun slips below the horizon and darkness blankets the land, a new world awakens, a world ruled by shadows and silence. For many snakes, this is the hour of opportunity, where their true prowess is revealed under the cover of night. Nocturnal snakes have evolved remarkable adaptations to thrive in these dimly lit realms, their eyes, often larger and more sensitive than those of their daytime counterparts, can detect the faintest glimmer of movement. Some, like the pit vipers, possess heat-sensing pits along their jaws, natural infrared detectors that reveal the warmth of a passing rodent or the flutter of a roosting bird invisible to the naked eye. Stealth becomes their greatest ally. With bodies pressed low to the ground, they glide silently through leaf litter, their scales barely whispering against the earth. Their tongues flicker in and out, sampling the air for chemical trails, painting a map of scents that leads them straight to their prey. The night is alive with competition. Owls, wildcats, and other nocturnal hunters prowl the same territories, each seeking a meal in the darkness. Some snakes, like the African egg-eater, have developed specialized diets to avoid direct competition, slipping into bird nests to feast on eggs while other predators hunt for flesh. Others, such as the Burmese python, rely on sheer patience, lying motionless for hours until the perfect moment arrives. Nocturnal encounters are often tense and fleeting. A snake may freeze mid-slither as a civet passes by, or vanish beneath the undergrowth at the distant hoot of an owl. Defensive tactics are just as important after dark. A sudden coil, a silent retreat, or the subtle shimmer of scales in moonlight can mean the difference between life and death. As dawn approaches, these masters of the night retreat to hidden burrows and cool crevices, leaving behind only the faint traces of their passage. In the delicate dance of night, Snakes are both predator and prey, perfectly attuned to a world that flourishes when the rest of nature sleeps. In the intricate web of life, every creature plays a part, but few are as quietly influential as snakes. These often misunderstood reptiles are essential architects of balance within their ecosystems, shaping the world around them in ways both visible and unseen. As predators, snakes act as natural population controllers. Across grasslands, forests, deserts, and wetlands, their presence keeps the numbers of rodents, insects, amphibians, and other small animals in check. Without snakes, rodent populations can explode, leading to crop damage, disease spread, and ripple effects that disturb entire food chains. The silent hunt of a corn snake in a field or a viper among the undergrowth is not just a quest for a meal. It is an act of ecological stewardship. But snakes are not only hunters, they are also prey. They form a vital link between the smaller animals they consume and the larger predators that rely on them for sustenance. Birds of prey, mongooses, monitor lizards, and even other snakes depend on these elusive reptiles as a food source. This dual role cements snakes as both regulators and providers, helping to sustain a healthy balance within their habitats. Competition among predators is fierce, and snakes have evolved to coexist with rivals in ingenious ways. Some, like the vine snake, specialize in hunting lizards high in the canopy, while others, such as the sand boa, tunnel below the surface in search of burrowing mammals. By carving out unique niches, snakes reduce direct competition, ensuring that resources are shared and biodiversity thrives. The presence of snakes can even influence the behavior of other animals. The mere scent of a python can send rodents into hiding, altering their foraging patterns and helping to preserve plant life. In this way, snakes indirectly support the growth of vegetation and the overall health of their environment. From the shadows beneath logs to the branches overhead, snakes are ever-present sentinels, silent, efficient, and indispensable. Their subtle influence shapes the very fabric of the wild, reminding us that every scale, every slither is a thread woven into the tapestry of life. In the intricate dance of life, the continuation of a species rests on its ability to reproduce. Snakes, with their myriad forms and behaviors, employ a fascinating array of reproductive strategies to ensure their lineage persists. From the moment of conception to the emergence of the next generation, the reproductive cycle of snakes is a testament to nature's ingenuity and adaptability. Many snakes are oviparous, meaning they lay eggs. A female snake will seek out a hidden, secure location, perhaps a burrow, a rotting log, or beneath warm sand, where she deposits her clutch. The number of eggs can vary greatly, from just a few to several dozen, depending on the species. Once laid, these eggs are often left to incubate on their own, warmed by the ambient heat of their surroundings. Yet not all egg layers are absentee parents. The king cobra, for instance, constructs a nest and fiercely guards her eggs, showcasing a rare instance of maternal care in the reptile world. Other snakes are ovoviviparous, where the eggs hatch inside the mother and she gives birth to live young. This strategy provides an advantage in cooler climates, where external incubation might be challenging. The young are born fully formed and ready to face the world, with no need for an incubation period. The common garter snake is a well-known practitioner of this method, giving birth to wriggling broods in hidden, safe locations. A unique adaptation seen in some species is viviparity, where the young develop inside the mother without the presence of eggs. This method, akin to mammalian reproduction, allows the mother to nourish her developing offspring directly. The boa constrictor is a prime example, with the female giving birth to live young that have received sustenance through a placenta-like structure. Once born or hatched, snake offspring are typically independent from the moment they enter the world. They must fend for themselves, relying on instinct to find food and avoid predators. However, some species exhibit surprising levels of parental care. The African rock python, for instance, will stay with her young for several weeks, providing warmth and protection during their vulnerable early days. The reproductive strategies of snakes are as varied as the environments they inhabit. From the scorching deserts to the dense rainforests, these methods ensure that snake populations can thrive in diverse conditions. The continuation of the species hinges on these intricate processes, each one a marvel of evolutionary adaptation. As the cycle of life continues, each new generation of snakes steps into the wild, ready to play their part in the delicate balance of nature. Through their reproductive strategies, snakes not only ensure their survival but also contribute to the ongoing story of life on Earth, one hatchling, one birth at a time. To survive in a world where danger lurks behind every shadow and prey can vanish in an instant, snakes have evolved a suite of remarkable sensory abilities, tools that set them apart as some of nature's most efficient predators. Let's begin with a power that borders on the supernatural heat detection. Certain snakes, including pit vipers, pythons, and boas, possess specialized pits located between their eyes and nostrils. These pit organs are exquisitely sensitive, capable of detecting the faintest heat signatures given off by warm-blooded animals. In complete darkness, a rattlesnake can see the body heat of a passing mouse, striking with pinpoint accuracy even when light is absent. This thermal vision paints a world in infrared, revealing prey that would otherwise remain invisible. But the story doesn't end there. Snakes are masters at reading the language of the earth itself. Through their lower jaws, they sense vibrations traveling through the ground, a silent alarm system that alerts them to the approach of predators or the scurrying of potential prey. This ability allows snakes to remain motionless and hidden, waiting for the perfect moment to strike or slip away undetected. Their vision, too, is a marvel of adaptation. While many snakes have eyes adapted for detecting movement rather than fine detail, some, like tree-dwelling species, possess keen eyesight, able to judge distances and track agile prey among the branches. Others, such as nocturnal hunters, have vertically slit pupils that expand wide in low light, gathering every available photon. Some species can even perceive ultraviolet light, opening a hidden world of color and contrast. And then there's the tongue, a forked marvel that samples the air, collecting invisible chemical cues. By flicking their tongues and drawing them back to the Jacobson's organ in the roof of their mouth, snakes build a detailed chemical map of their surroundings. This helps them track prey, find mates, and navigate complex environments, even in the absence of sight or sound. In the silent, watchful world of snakes, these sensory powers are the keys to survival. They allow snakes to become unseen hunters, elusive escape artists, and expertly attuned residents of every ecosystem on Earth. Through heat, vibration, vision, and scent, snakes experience a reality far richer and stranger than our own. In the shadowy undergrowth and remote corners of the world, some snakes defy all expectations. Creatures so rare and unusual that even seasoned herpetologists may never encounter them in the wild. Welcome to the domain of the world's strangest serpents, where survival means evolving traits as bizarre as they are brilliant. Let's journey first to Madagascar, home to the leaf-nosed snake. With its elongated, leaf-like snout, this arboreal snake becomes almost invisible among the tangled foliage. Its remarkable camouflage is more than a disguise, it's a ticket to survival, allowing it to ambush prey and avoid predators in the dense rainforest canopy. Venture into the caves of Southeast Asia, and you might find the dragon snake, with its ridged, almost prehistoric-looking scales and a body that stiffens when threatened. This elusive creature seems torn from the pages of mythology. Rarely seen and even more rarely studied, the dragon snake's secretive life is a testament to the many mysteries that still slither through our world. In the rain-soaked forests of Borneo, the Kapua's mud snake offers another surprise. This snake has the extraordinary ability to change its color, a reptilian chameleon. When disturbed, its skin shifts from brown to vibrant red, a warning flash that startles would-be predators and gives the snake precious moments to escape. Travel to the deserts of Iran, and you'll meet the spider-tailed horned viper, a true master of deception. At the tip of its tail, this viper sports a fleshy appendage that mimics a spider. By wriggling its tail, the snake lures unsuspecting birds within striking distance, turning itself into both hunter and bait in a deadly game of mimicry. Even in the hidden rivers of South America, oddities abound. The elephant trunk snake, with its loose, baggy skin, spends its life underwater. Its unique scales grip slippery fish, and its flexible body allows it to twist and turn with astonishing agility, perfect for ambushing prey in murky waters. Each of these rare snakes tells a survival story, written in adaptation and ingenuity. Their strange shapes, colors, and behaviors are not just curiosities. They are hard-won victories in the ongoing struggle for existence. In the world of snakes, the unusual is often the key to survival, and the rarest species remind us how much there is still to discover beneath the leaves, in the shadows, and beyond the reach of human eyes. In the intricate web of the wild, snakes are not just hunters, they are also hunted. Every day they navigate a gauntlet of dangers posed by other animals vying for survival. From the moment a snake hatches, it must outwit not just its prey, but an array of predators and competitors that populate its world. High above the forest floor, a hawk scans the leaf canopy. With razor-sharp vision, it spots movement, a slender vine snake gliding between branches. In a flash, the bird swoops down, talons extended. The snake freezes, relying on its camouflage, but the hawk's persistence turns the treetops into a battleground of stealth and speed. Only those snakes that master the art of stillness or speed survive these aerial attacks. On the ground, mongooses patrol the undergrowth, their senses finely tuned to the scent of venomous serpents. Agile and immune to certain snake venoms, the mongoose is a formidable foe. When a cobra rears its hood, the mongoose circles, darting in and out with lightning-fast reflexes. Each encounter is a duel of agility and nerve, where a single mistake can mean the end for either adversary. But the threats do not end with predators. Competition among snakes and other carnivores shapes every moment of their lives. In the tangled roots of a riverbank, a water snake and a monitor lizard vie for the same fish. Their rivalry is silent but fierce, each adapting strategies to outwit the other, from ambush tactics to rapid chases through the shallows. Even within the snake kingdom, rivals abound. Larger constrictors may prey on smaller snakes, while venomous species compete for territory and resources. In the deserts, a sidewinder must avoid not just the heat, but also the keen-nosed foxes and burrowing owls that hunt at dusk. In the rainforest, the emerald tree boa shares its domain with predatory birds and tree-dwelling mammals, each a potential threat. Yet these challenges have shaped some of the most remarkable adaptations in the animal kingdom. Some snakes have evolved dazzling warning colors, others deploy potent toxins or rely on blinding speed. The constant pressure from predators and rivals ensures that only the most cunning, the most resilient, and the most adaptable survive. Amid the endless struggle, every snake's journey is a story of trial and triumph, a testament to the unforgiving yet awe-inspiring balance of life in the wild.